Taxi, Joe. Top to bottom, Gucci. That means you can afford a car, Joe. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that concept for me is very baffling, dog. We can actually go as far as buying top to bottom fake Gucci, dog, just to fit into a certain cultural group, to be accepted by people we don't even know. Hey, people we don't even know because we're posting it on the net for likes and validation.
Mark Miller.
Yeah.
Buy a lot of things just to feel a lot of
Hey,
ugly.
so it's basically feeding your own ego.
Yeah.
Feeding your own ego. And for me, I feel like, as I said earlier on, Uguti, there's better quality clothes out there that can serve a better good.
Yeah.
And they'll live much longer even than what you just bought down the road, a small street or a Marastad, wherever it is you buy your.
You've just stepped into An Empty Street, a podcast where you casually engage in difficult conversations about relationships, wealth, and health. We are just three curious gentlemen who ask questions almost about everything, and our aim is to find answers from others and within ourselves. We sit down every week to explore unaltered conversations. So let's walk the talk together, and welcome to the Empty Street podcast.
In 3,
2,
1. Rolling. Welcome to the Empty Street podcast.
here we live. Another Tuesday, another day as always.
we back.
Another
And
week.
Hey,
like we always say, for a change,
yeah.
we're not walking alone. We come bearing gifts, and we'll let the gift unwrap itself rather.
Awe. This is Four Eyes. My original name, Keletoto Romeo Madiwani. Kentana Pitori, Manskrala into the inner cause of Lepingville. You know, man.
Yeah.
I'm a vibe myself. I'm a DJ. First, then you guys can follow me on Instagram at 4eyes_SA, TikTok as well, every social media platform. Guys, it's a bookie, it's a talk of bookie. What's our thing?
Oh, wait.
So where's the name coming from? The 4 eyes.
Yeah, it's because basically I wear glasses.
Have you always
Indeed,
worn
eh?
glasses?
Yeah, since my third grade.
Yeah, I see the lens.
the lens.
I see
Thick
the
one.
lens.
The very thick one. So yeah, I'm a DJ. Push the concept is a buy. Guess that's all. It's a tough game. Like it's in the industry. If you're a DJ
What
out
genre
there,
do you focus on?
I can play many genres. Get Jala house, deep house, Afro tech. But then now,
Focus on how we more guy.
just because the trend is I'm a piano, and I'm good
no.
at playing.
You're on the wave, no.
You gotta get to the money somehow. So yeah, that's what I'm basically doing.
Sure.
There's a new concept there, host and give it Gig Hub. You guys should check it out. It's a website whereby you promote your hustle and whatsoever.
Yeah.
Tourist attraction in where there's a tap on for us.
Yeah.
You know, the push a buy a DraftKings feeling. See, you know, it's broad, it's big broad.
It's a whole collective.
Check out like GigHub, gighub.co.za, and then check on 4eyes_SA on Instagram. Follow guys, they're pushing, you know, we need marketing strategies as a base. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm speaking like ish.
You're putting yourself out there. Work, my nigga, work.
In a tough space like this, but it's like notice a normal industry.
Hey, it's saturated.
It's game change. You know, the club know the nyaga batho ba following a buyer Instagram, you know, they take females now just because they're females and they do what they do. Not saying that all females are bad at DJ.
Yeah. But they're looking at that market as well.
They're looking at that market. So for a gent, kill DJ, so get upcoming, it's very tough, Margalo. Never give up on what you think you can achieve or on your dreams. Let me just say that.
Sure.
So yeah, that's basically what I'm pushing. It's an as gay, like I'm you know.
So I want to know, since you've like jumped ship in terms of like the genre, no the DJ, and how's the piano space compared to all the other genres? Like in terms of bookings and all of that, are you getting more gigs when it comes to piano or not so much?
Original fan that you're doing.
Well, I'm not getting a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
One time I guess I told my favorite and I'm trying to push my name.
How many years? How many years been in
I started from a young age. It took me inspiration, it took me like another 12 years old. I was 12 years old. Inspire ke abutaka actually.
Virtual DJ or Nele?
No, my brother
Had
is
a
the one who
CDJ.
actually inspired me to become a DJ because Lena, at some point he was a DJ my first time. So there was this time Seleba Plaga sound over Jara Tengi, and I just decided to go and look over Wira Hala, and then I found it interesting. Silo one of that random interest if very
Sure.
Yeah, like can get a passion in it.
From there.
I started Tomo Kota laptop when I was 13 because niggas not laptop or the resource in this thing very funny one. Tomo Kota laptop of 13 years old. First virtual DJ mix one. Nele. It was a house mixtape.
So candy sessions and stuff.
And my first mixtape I made, that's when I realized that I'm good at this thing. Why not push it as a career?
Sure.
So I started playing, like actual playing, eventing when they hosted like about go guys, go pagi. It was a random event. Go 5 for now playing go mascara by go 5. You need 5. So I hosted event there. That's when I first met CDJs.
CDJs, sure.
MDX 400 or somewhere there. And then got caught. Somehow nigga kono dala numa.
So is the experience out there?
So kono dala CDJ.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah,
this thing.
sure.
So like I won or nay, this thing is a natural thing.
Because I want to actually know what the experience here, virtual DJ, CDJ.
CDJ, it's
Is
two
it different?
things. There's a digital,
analog.
Sure. So for me to find out damn, I'm actually good at both. I didn't get it. So now I'm also a producer. I'm a piano. I'm looking to venture into other genres as well. So
Getting to the point of being a DJ, maybe you get to surround yourself with a lot of people, right? And most of the time, DJs now they're more involved in a fashion space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
DJ Maporis are having a belt that costs 40K.
Le bag cost over 500.
Sure.
Jump 500. I understand the concept.
So most people would like to fit in.
Yeah.
To fit into that space or to be categorized Linna, I'm a DJ, or Linna, I'm a
You want to fit into that status?
yeah,
group.
to fit into that status or what. So some people will go to Small Street, Josie, or some people.
Now we all know Small Street.
China City.
Where you go and
You go Marava Stadi, Roja di Balenciaga, Taha, so looking at the space, the fake, as we call it, Gokas, Counterfeit or bootleg. Looking at that space, it seems to be growing more than the actual originals.
Yeah.
Balenciaga original produces less than the
The fake,
counterfeit
sure.
fake
industry,
that are
sure.
out there.
Okay, sure.
Why is that?
You know, what I'm in industry, not the way I see it, and the way I have experienced a lot of DJs and a lot of artists before. There's that phase here, fake it till you make it. There's always gonna be that phase, yeah, fake it till you make it. Mara, it's not everyone who does it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's people who wanna fit in that space.
Yeah.
So Mara garo idor na go machangura gas be trouble.
Sure.
That's a reggae taco somewhere 18,000.
Sure.
It is salary. We 18,000 gig you pateli enough.
Sure.
So there's some people who result to fake it till you make it. I understand that, but and then I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. If Lord, I don't feel comfortable again to eat, I get you there. I'm not now I'm not a judgy person.
Sure.
As you who they say, Gucci go ravi, Gucci go ravi. And then the worst part, the counterfeit DJ, they're starting to look more real.
Hey, Joe, you can't tell the two apart anymore.
What's
Bro.
differentiate? And
Sure.
Just like that guy during COVID.
Yeah.
Just like that guy during COVID, I think.
Or they ended up buying him
he was
sneakers,
wearing Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Air
He was
Force,
rocking,
Air
yeah,
Force.
Air
Air
Force.
Force,
And
yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
this one
US
is not
Air
Air Force,
Trend,
this is
Air
Air
Force,
Force.
what
Yeah.
was
This one is Air Force.
So,
So yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's nah. I think it's a case. It's a financial issue.
yeah.
Right, you can't always, or maybe okay. Let me not say you can't. You dream to wish that thing to have like
The
a
original.
particular a particular item and
Sure,
also when you're Gucci, but
Sure.
at that time when you're Gucci, one for stand Mara, Zaga how you got for Gucci.
Yeah.
But
understand
wait
that.
now, my concern.
Yeah, that's part of it. You better concept them where, so that's when people resort to those kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a hish, ever fade to the fake, ever fade.
And my concern is why is it that I don't know if it's society, but the people that actually participate in counterfeit clothes, right? That buy these clothes, why do they feel the need to actually go that far into buying these things to fit into that group or that community, right? Knowing very well, Hore, you bought it down the road.
Yeah.
You understand? And the thing is, you probably would have found something with better quality
Mr.
from
Price.
a Mr. Price
Mr.
or
Price.
a fix or whatever the case is, but you resorted to a fake Balenciaga or fake Gucci or whatever it is that is counterfeit, right?
Fitting
just
in.
just for fitting in.
Fitting in.
And
What does it
then-
say
and-
about our society?
And at the
Hey,
end of the
dog.
day, I think even social media it plays a huge role too.
Nah, it definitely
Yeah,
does.
it plays a huge
Yeah.
role. Because
It
at the end of the day,
definitely does.
I think even before you say maybe you're going to wait as a DJ, then you're going to hop in the club, then it's like okay, people are going to see him or ladies they're going to see you. But before that, it's more about pictures. You take a picture, you upload it on your Instagram.
Hey.
You
Yeah.
And,
understand?
and from a picture, we got to worry, is this fake or not?
Yes.
Because it's a picture.
It's a picture.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Or videos, you just move fast. So
Exactly. but now, the minute,
Yeah.
Gucci marathons.
but now the minute you in a taxi, you're sitting next to a person, top to bottom
You're
of Gucci.
bored.
Top
You're
to bottom
bored and
Gucci.
you're like,
Ufuna ni
"Ah."
taxi. Unyaka ngu taxi, Joe. Top to bottom Gucci. That means you can afford a car, Joe.
Hey.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like that concept for me is
Yeah.
very baffling, dog. We can actually go as far as buying top to bottom fake Gucci, dog, just to fit into a certain cultural group, to be accepted by people we don't
society
even
in
know. Hey,
general.
people we don't even know because we're posting it on the net for likes and validation.
Yeah.
Once
Who
what-
is
Romance,
it? Mac
yeah.
Miller.
Ah.
Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Buy a lot of things just to feel a lot of
Hey,
ugly.
so it's basically feeding your own ego.
Yeah.
Feeding your own ego. And for me, I feel like, as I said earlier on, Uguti, there's better quality clothes out there that can serve a better good,
Yeah, yeah.
and
yeah.
they'll live much longer even than what you just bought down the road, a small street
Yeah.
or a Marabastad or wherever it is you buy your counterfeit.
So le force yakho LV yakho iyajumpisa
dog.
because
Hey,
iphela kanje.
yabona, the
Yeah.
logo is,
Yeah.
is flipping out, the threads are coming off.
Yeah.
Yabona, and then now it's like nah, Ntwana. Now people are making fun of
Starting
you.
to notice.
Yeah,
You're starting
boy.
to embarrass yourself.
So now it feeds into your ego, your confidence, self-esteem drops.
But Antwani buya kule nto le esike sayimensiona before. I think I don't remember which topic besikhuluma ngayo, but about ukuthi into eyenzeka ngaphakathi kwethu, how we feel. Sometimes as singabantu siphila, there are those people abafila ngathi they need to say ukuthi yabona uma ugqoka khona ukuthi bathi "Eish,
Uthi,
abana,
lo re-
uyangithola,
uyangithola."
uyangithola. So that thing is not about ukuthi just ufuna ukuthi ube kanjalo. It's like i-booster even now.
Sure.
Uyangithola, i-boost confidence yakhe, i-booster ukuthi okay, I'm human being enough
Yeah.
to live amongst other people. You understand? So ikwenza ukhona ufila kanjalo. And manje iba i-problem masifika lapho because immediately if fana nanto le besike sayikhuluma yabo Cherry ukuthi immediately if then ugqoka in a certain way, then you don't get to say ukuthi blind. Then somehow mawufika endlini ufika uzivalidate ngihot noma skipad.
Yeah.
Even umjita angazange apha, it doesn't matter ukuthi maybe lo mjita leyo uyam-ignore or am-ignore, but the main fact ukuthi ufikile wathi ublind ugqoke grand, it gives you that validation
boost alone,
ukuthi
sure,
"Ah,
as a
man,
person or
i-grand." Then
There
from
is
there it's
sure.
like that one is the live interaction, right? Then we're going to the one here social media.
That's where the problem starts.
Yeah.
Social media.
Like what we were talking about, like I was telling you about in one of the gigs I had a conversation with this guy, and he was like, so he was looking around the event, the setting of the event, and a lot of people were on their phones. And Diamond are just look around. Whoever invented the camera and put it on a smartphone fucked things up.
As people are,
Because everyone is obsessing over taking pictures. We
Yeah.
don't even care about the moment anymore, but we care about taking pictures and showing whoever is on social media who probably doesn't care shit
and
about
doesn't
us,
know you.
doesn't even love us. But we always do stuff for them so that they can see that, oh, we're somewhere. We're wearing a certain way.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. And it gets to see that we as people have actually went into a path that's very deadly. It's
that one is deadly.
Literally, it's very deadly by seeking validation.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
But
poisonous.
also, what Jordan Peterson always says with you, us as people, what we need is encouragement. We don't get enough encouragement from the people that are close to us.
Sure.
So we go an extra mile right now to get
that
validation from
validation.
people who don't even care about us.
Yeah. But social media has also made it the go-to place to seek validation.
Yeah.
It's like if Ali had to say something to me, I won't take it seriously, though, unless I have 50 likes to confirm
More
it.
special to people you don't know.
But I know Ali.
Yeah.
I don't know that 50 likes
Yes,
that actually validates what I'm wearing. You
More special
understand?
to the people you don't know.
Hey.
I feel like you get it more. The feeling is more different. Like if maybe I'm being told by SK Wuti and Dwanu grind.
Sure.
Like I feel like it's
Dwana Nyamtabu, Dwana, he's probably just saying it to feel kind. Hey, keep Joe. He's just being kind.
It's just like
John.
this guy. I bought this nigga sneakers one day, and then I was like, "Fuck it, let me wear them now, and see how people are gonna react."
Oh,
and I went into a live, and this nigga was the. You remember?
very
ne?
same shoes,
Yeah. And he was like, Joe.
Fire.
And I told him. So that was validation for me. It felt good. So I understand people where they come from. Not that I wore them because of validation.
Validation,
I just
yeah.
like
it was never the intention.
But I understood how I felt at that
At
time
that moment.
when he gave me that compliment. Did this,
I get
and then for other people, I don't blame them. It's like a drug. If you're gonna take alcohol and makes you feel a certain way, makes you feel like you're on top of the world and you
Sure.
can do anything, you are constantly gonna go there.
Sure.
If you are snorting coke and it makes you feel like
You'll
you are
continuously go back to it.
you'll constantly go back to it. So dopamine.
Yeah.
Dopamine. And when you look at it, most of the decisions that we make
Are based on dopamine,
Just to
yeah.
get that dopamine hit. Just to feel good.
Even in a relationship,
Yeah, just to feel good. Even in relationships, like what you guys were mentioning, Wuti, whatever you guys were mentioning, but the point I'm trying to make is, I forgot it, so I forgot it.
Yeah.
Wuti, even in relationships, when something goes wrong in relationships, you are fighting with your partner, what your partner will do is look for the sexiest picture they ever took
Send it to you.
that other year and take that picture and post it so that they get validation from social
Outside,
media.
yeah, because you're not giving
you
them.
are not giving them right now because
Sure.
things are tough at that moment.
Yeah. So they seek it elsewhere.
So you see, with the social media plays
A
a
huge
huge
role,
role into
dog.
getting that
A huge
dopamine
role.
as well.
So-
then
And with clothing, it's exactly the same
way,
thing.
the same feeling.
It's exactly the same thing with it. I'm wearing LV that I bought Komara. So when people see me wearing this, I'm associated with this type of class or status.
Yeah.
And you actually feel good.
Yeah.
And you're gonna continue to
My question, my question is then, what is it? Is it a demographic thing, or is it society as a whole?
It's a demographic thing.
demographic.
Young Todd,
Yeah, it's not society as a whole. Yeah.
It's a demographic thing.
it's a
Definitely
demographic.
society.
For women, let me just say this: for women to wear fixed clothes, hey, it's very hard. It's very hard.
Yeah.
First of all,
Arguable.
yeah.
Arguable because
Yeah, that is arguable.
most women I've had conversations with don't have any problem with buying
Fake
stuff
clothes.
from not
Anyway.
fake brands, but just any other brand.
Exactly what I'm saying. That's what I'm implying.
But okay,
yeah,
I get
what
you.
I'm implying.
But with,
they can
with
like,
the actual names.
anything.
Yeah, they don't mind.
But with the actual
Hey, Joe, you have standards, Joe. You have standards.
Mara then for a guy, it comes to that point with him. We as guy, then most of the time, if you were check, we're the one who approach girls, right? So it comes to a point which we always want to impress, and impressing it comes with a look. While you approach, you know, you have to look in a certain way.
Sure.
You need to look in a way that you know. The way I'm wearing it, I have quality in myself. Then you know with it, immediately if I talk, it's not only me that is speaking.
Appearance.
Not
what
only
your
you.
appearance represents.
Sure.
It should represent well. It should represent well.
It's an extra point.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
To extend on the demographic, right? Now we bring it back to race. Which race does it the most? Which race exercises
Black people over.
counterfeit?
Obvious.
Okay.
I think yeah.
It's black
Because
people.
white people, you can see white people are
They don't mind,
going
dog.
to pep.
Yeah, they're
Buy
literally
their
going to
clothes.
jet,
They're
buy
going to
whatever,
jet,
dog.
they are
Hey,
going to
they
Mr.
comfortable,
Price.
dog.
They're going to
They comfortable
whichever
in
shop.
that
They're
shit.
comfortable.
One other thing I've noticed,
Yeah.
white people, like let's say for a white person, a random white person.
Yeah.
Do you know those Buddha outfits?
Yeah. Talking
yeah.
for khaki.
Do you know how
Hey,
Yeah.
khaki. Hey, dog.
But you'll never
Hey.
see those gents on social media. Hey, I'm wearing khaki.
Next.
It's always us.
But then there's one thing.
Why?
Why? What's wrong with us?
Nah, bro, it has to stem from somewhere, dog.
So
it has to
so I
stem
have a
from somewhere.
theory. You might agree with the theory, but it's that superiority
Complex.
complex. It's the superiority complex. The way, I'm also guilty.
Yeah, I also have another theory. I have another theory. Yeah,
I'm into the branding space, so I make sure whenever I work on brands, I make sure that I represent them in the best possible way.
Yeah, possible.
As a graphic designer
Sure.
myself, so I'm guilty with that. But it's when you're starting a brand, you start it in a way that it's gonna be luxurious because it means more money for you,
Yeah.
and you make it in a way that creating form.
Yeah. You don't want to be the person
Creating
that doesn't
FOMO.
experience
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So with most brands, it's just basically FOMO. I remember myself buying an Air Force, I think in around 2016 or 2017, because all my friends at
Had
that
them.
time had Air Forces. And that Air Force, crazy thing, I didn't wear it for years, and I just wore it last week. And people at work were like, "Oh, you bought new sneakers." I'm like, "No, guys,
Darling
I bought
now.
this 2017 or something."
Yeah.
Yeah, one, and I bought it because of that form. So that's what brands actually create, to be part of, to fit into a certain group.
A certain
Yeah,
group, yeah.
the Air Forces, the Vans, the Nikes, the Adidas,
It's a community.
Kappa.
Yeah.
So you have to fit into that community.
I have two theories, right? My first one is the fact Uguti, as black people, we kind of be struggling for a long time, dog.
Yeah,
For a long
that's
time.
another thing. Sure.
I'm told. So the minute we started getting cash,
Yeah.
like
You
nah,
wanna go
dog.
elsewhere.
Same feeling.
You wanna elevate.
I'm here, dog. I'm here. Yeah, I'm told.
And it's
I'm
not
here.
wrong. I don't
It's
see
not.
anything
Yeah,
wrong.
there's
Yeah,
nothing
nothing
wrong.
wrong.
Dog. I'm
There's
all for
nothing
that.
wrong.
I'm
Yeah,
all for
when you
that.
have the money for it.
As
do it.
long as you're doing it fairly.
According.
If you're buying it from the Gucci store, dog, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Maratwana, if you buying it from small street, I'm not judging, but come on, dog.
Don't you sometimes think, Hore, when someone buys Gucci from small street, it might be a marketing stunt?
For who?
Nah,
the main brand.
For the main brand.
For the main brand, the original brand.
But yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But it also
But
it
it's
affects
a loss for the
them.
main
Hey,
brand.
it affects them as well.
loss
It
for
is
the main
in
brand.
terms of branding, sure. It is for them, but at the end of the
It
day,
affects them, 'cause
it
they're not
affects
getting the
them.
money.
You're not getting the money, but you're getting the acknowledgement. Gucci. Okay, there's Gucci.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, are you getting the cash?
You're not getting the money.
thing
Someone's
as-
buying Gucci, Joe.
Yeah.
Probably
Same
got
thing as-
10,000 sales on Gucci, but none of them came into your pocket.
You understand?
10,000 sales.
This is what
boy.
you mentioned about even the situation at KO.
Yeah, cash time.
That's what he was crying about. Gucci. I created this brand. But a lot of people who are making a fake brand, they're benefiting more than me.
He was getting barely anything from that, bro.
Yeah.
But he was
Because
making
we're not
merch.
buying the original, but we're buying the
And the
fake.
merch
like
was
that.
everywhere.
Everywhere,
Hey.
dog. We were
But
seeing
you
people
don't see it
everywhere
on
with it.
profits.
No profits.
So last week I went to Konindawa Ibiza Matunus.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know it.
Nah.
Yeah. Amatunusa siyabazi by everywhere.
So Matunus was like, hey, indawo ekhona.
Ucabange zakho.
This guy.
Hayi.
Yeah.
I'll call him,
Now
man.
continue, my boy.
But sometimes it can be a marketing stunt, maybe for like, let's say someone wants to get an endorsement deal with Coach
Sure.
for a stunt. We can plan it out. Dog. We can plan it out. I can wear fake.
But look
Gucci.
at your numbers, though.
Ah,
These
but-
days,
but-
numbers
but-
matter.
But
If ever-
it's easy to get social medias everywhere.
Bro.
There's TikTok, there's Instagram.
But they look
But
at
in
your
terms,
history.
in terms of acknowledge from Gucci, I don't think it will
Are
get
you-
it.
Nah,
Yeah, it's not
you're the
easy.
first people to know that.
Hey,
Nah,
this one
that's
is-
This is
not
not us.
Hey,
Yeah, that's not us.
What if it might happen for someone?
How many?
Well, it could happen.
It could, but how many? How many? Right now,
Yeah,
you
that's
need to
That's
check.
niche. Because that's
And
high
most people
end.
right now are not doing it for that.
Nah.
If it's for that, I am behind those people. I'm gonna support them. That push your thing,
Do that thing.
push your thing. There's this shop I saw, Marabi. Go there. They have the proper stuff. The
Yeah.
prices are good. I'm gonna back that up.
Yeah.
But if it's for validation, I think that's why I would disagree a bit. If it's for fitting in, that's why I would disagree a bit. Because now you have to question your confidence or your self-esteem as a person. Which is, why should you go that far to buy
Gucci.
this fake brand?
Fake item.
Yeah, this fake brand for you to make money out of.
But I guess it's what you were saying, the dopamine, though. It's the dopamine.
The
to
yeah,
feel good.
the dopamine.
You want to feel good. Though.
So it gets to prove that really people need to be encouraged.
Encourage.
Hey.
People need to be made to fit
Feel
in.
comfortable.
Yeah,
To feel comfortable in
whatever
what
you
they
have.
have.
Because, dude, I remember this other day at the office. I was wearing this jacket. I think I was matching the jacket with my pants, and then I was printing something in that office, and then this other colleague of mine was like, "Hey, when are you dressed nicely? Where do you shop?" I'm like, "Mr. Price." That's when I was like shopping at
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Price.
Price.
I was becoming the white person
Yeah.
to say, but I saw that, hey, Mr. Price clothes,
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
to buy constant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to buy constant. The quality is not that good. Yeah, one. So I was like, Mr. Price, I'm like, I love champies for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So it
That's
made
the
me feel good
point.
at that time.
Yeah.
It made me feel good knowing that this is not a brand. I cannot say I'm wearing a diesel jacket.
Yeah.
It's a Mr. Price. And
Sure.
I felt proud saying it's a
Mr.
Mr. Price.
Price.
Price jacket, sure.
So I think most people as well just need to be secure in themselves, in whatever they have, in whatever they can afford at that moment. Because at this point right now, I might be wearing this t-shirt from Shein that is probably $25. But it doesn't define my
Your identity.
it doesn't define my identity. It doesn't define my financial status.
Sure. Sure. It has
Because
nothing
if I
to
like
do with
this
that.
thing, I'm gonna buy it.
Hey.
I think in
That's
Ghana-
what I'm all about. Whether I saw it from Mr. Price, from Pep,
Sure. But you see now, and that's another thing, is that there's people that know how to put pieces together, an item or an outfit.
Okay,
Let me say an
understand what
outfit.
you're saying.
There's
Sure.
people who know how to put an outfit together. And so on. And so with their outfit, one is nowhere close to being expensive. Probably under 500 rand. A
Like-
whole outfit.
I wanna-
From shoe to top. And then there's someone who spends exorbitant amounts of money. Right?
But they can't.
100K. But
Yeah, when you mention
Hey.
that, when you mention that,
But then you don't look nice.
You know,
Hey.
What's the
Too
purpose
nice.
of wearing
Hey,
expensive
Joe.
and then not looking
What's the
nice?
point?
Come on,
If
wanna
you
buy
can't put an
somebody
outfit
about-
together.
you can't walk around with price tags.
and most of designer clothes don't even look good.
Yeah, that's the
It's
problem.
what I was saying. Like the gig I had last night, it was, I can't mention the name
Yeah.
of the company, unfortunately.
Sure.
But the money there,
Joe, no, no, no.
Kubulele yona.
Yeah, so.
the money in that event, dog, the money from the company So, because I was doing the 360 photo.
Yeah.
So people would stand on the platform and I see their outfits. So I saw most outfits. And then while I was editing, there was someone who saw some outfit and they were like, so they understood that what type of event it was. It's an event for people who got money because employees of that company probably make money, a lot of money. So they were like,
Fill me up.
come on, done.
But
From you? Okay.
So the person knew what type of event I was in and the type of people that were
attending it,
So
yeah.
it's people who actually have money,
Yeah.
right? And they were looking at the outfits and they were like,
Kanja.
Mara
Kanja.
people with money and outfits.
Yeah, it's not
So
the
it gets to show that the outfits that we or the
Obsessed
brands that
over.
we obsessed over,
Yeah.
it's not even really good looking. Sometimes it's just isn't it
Sure.
Mara just because
It's a brand.
it's
The brand.
or that brand or that brand.
So it's marketing.
Yeah. So it's
Marketing has convinced you what
fitting in,
now.
though. Fitting in though.
Marantwana, now as the CC Kulume, the way CC Kulume are I think we're more broad. Kuluma ngabanye, but now I want us now to bring it back to us
Yeah.
in our own view and how do we deal with.
And I have a question.
Yeah, you understand? How do
I
we
have a
deal
question
with
for
it?
all of you guys.
We deal with the fake brand, right? Then to answer that for on my side, right? I mean, I think in the age of even from secondary, during secondary, the way bengenza ngakhona bekunamalo impahla engiyibona ukuthi fake, especially from eJozi, right? Ezingana label. So the way ngakhula ngakhona bengikhula ukuthi ngokuyithenga impahla from eJozi because makho uyahlala eJozi, right? Then angizele now the way bengibona ngakhona ukuthi ekazi uzothothi imiyi-1 engigqokile.
Sure.
But akekho umuntu oyigqokile.
So no one knows.
No one knows.
No one knows.
Akekho nomuntu oyitholayo yakho, there's no comparison. But then in the day ngithi ngiyayi-check ngiyayibona ukuthi is no name and they blind.
Yeah.
And at the same time ngiyakhona ukuthi mangiyigqoka ngiyakhona ukuyimatch. Uyangithola. So mangisuka lapho then ngiya-check. So from there growing up until to the point la ngikhona right now. So ngarealize into eyi-1 ukuthi if kuza kuyimpahla I can buy any brand. Doesn't matter. Into eyi-1 engiyitholile ukuthi angidingi ukuthi ngithenge i-Nike if then it's free.
How to put an outfit.
You understand? Ngifuna the fake one or even no name. Once there is a fake, then there's no name. Right? I would rather buy the no name than be able how to fit them together. Then at the end of the day, the maguza kustatul, the shoes.
That you make sure.
Then I make sure that I buy quality.
You make sure.
I make sure that I buy quality.
You make sure.
If it's fake, I'm not going there.
You
Because
make
you
sure.
understand
dog.
ukuthi dayinekmele itani ilast.
Yeah.
Ilast.
Make sure.
You can't buy shoes
Yeah, nah,
Not
dog.
like a
You see, when it
t-shirt,
comes to
no,
the
no,
shoes,
like it,
you have to
it's
make
so-
sure.
Yeah. So my question for you guys: have you ever bought something
Counterfeit.
brand?
He just said Muslim would.
No. Have you?
Nah.
Have you?
I think I have.
Yeah.
I think I have.
Which brand?
It was Nike, Mara. It was in terms of supporting a friend.
Was it a sneaker? Was it
Yeah,
a
the
clothing?
friend is pushing sneakers and whatsoever. And I was like,
And there's a lot of those though these
Yeah, it
days.
makes
DM for
sense,
order.
Hey,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
no, my thing.
Yeah,
It's
for
sure.
life.
No,
It's a
yeah.
lot now.
Hey, now it's a
guys,
lot. If you had to look actually during 2015, 16, it was still a niche market.
Yeah.
So we thought actually
It was original.
exports,
Yeah.
cheaper prices. This is actually legit.
Yeah,
Footwear.
we thought,
Young
we're
Todd.
getting
And
a
then
cheaper price.
it started saturating. The more it saturated, then it's like, hey, now I'm not sure anymore, dog.
Yeah.
Marantwana,
Now I'm not
Everybody
sure.
Nike,
That's what I was
Puma, so
saying.
he
People
labeled-
notice.
One time.
Yeah,
People
boy.
notice.
One
What I,
Marantwana,
And the crazy thing,
Yeah.
the crazy thing, influencers endorse that shit, though.
yeah.
Influencers go endorse that shit. With now I bought this on what sneaker hub.
Yeah.
And it comes back to what you were saying, Guti, our background is black people. our background as black people is to survive.
Yeah,
Like, we have always had that in mind. Just to survive. Do anything for money. Do anything for you to fit in a certain group. Because that comes with certain benefits.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter you do crime in order to fit in. That's not a problem. But the main fact that you are fitting in.
And I mean, if Ali is an influencer, and I follow him, I'm like, Ali's buying from this shop.
Expert.
He knows his shit.
Expert.
So I mean, I won't doubt him.
Expert. You're not
I can also buy
anything.
from there. And then it's a whole culture, it's a whole community buying counterfeit clothes.
Yeah.
You're not buying it straight
But
from the
it's set
shop.
for the brands.
Yeah, it's set
Set
for
for the
brand.
brands because
killing
if you see in South
It's
Africa,
killing them, Joe.
we are a DJ dog. One way or another, if you haven't, you're gonna start your own brand, clothing brand.
Merch.
4 eyes cap, or 4 eyes watch, or 4 eyes phone case, or 4 eyes
Bottles.
bottle, because that's where you guys are going now.
Yeah.
And then I come and I'm like, 4 eyes vodka, okay. I taste it because Nistawa, and I'm like, okay. Probably he added some fruit. He added some this spirit, added this plant, this spice. Wait again. Let me do something. I cook my things in my room. I cook my things, and I'm comparing with your bottle, with what I'm doing. It fits perfectly.
I've got it.
It's fine.
Let's do it.
I'm a graphic designer, or Ali's a graphic designer. I'm like, hey, design this logo as it is. Ntwana is busy doing the bottles, the shaping and stuff. I'm like, hey, Ntwana,
As it
this
is.
bottle after this one. He does it. We put the label. I put my spirits in, and then it's something. It's close, but it's something. Then I sell it out there, and I
Still in
make
my
more
mind.
money than
The
you.
funny thing is, you won't
I make
even know
more
the
sales than
difference.
you.
You won't even know the
How are
difference.
you gonna feel?
Marantwana, there's this thing that we've been saying that you don't need to, when it comes to invention, most of the people that do speak on their own invention side, they will tell you that you don't need to invent. You just need to recreate.
Yeah, there's a video on YouTube. You can search everything is a remix.
Yes.
You're gonna get that video. I forgot by who. But everything that we think is new right now
Is being
just
created.
a remix from AI, from the things you drink, from clothing. Like everything is a remix. Everything is a remix.
In closing,
In closing, so in the last few weeks, right, I went to Glendo Lab in Kulmangaya Matunusa. So, Glendo Matunusa,
Feel it.
who man?
Wanna feel it.
Matunusa, so this is what so they come to Vana. So the way they Vana. So it was last time I was interested in Timberland.
yeah.
Right? So interested in Timberland. So young Tato, let me show you Timberland. And say,
This is Matunusa.
yeah, I'm going to use
But Martin say you can get original Timberland, but pre-owned.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
So,
it's like a thrift shop also.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a trip. Yeah.
So manje ngimtshela yona ukuthi mina only if mangiya lapho uzongikhoma it's either is original or can be original second hand.
Yeah.
That's the way ngizokhona ukuthi sure that is that. And I was cutting petty internet on.
Yeah.
Mongaya check. Then I have to compare and check everything with it. It's
Yeah.
according, right? So that's got mangivanya da. Ngiyafika. Mangifika ngiya-check. Then check ngiyabona ukuthi so petty black, petty even the original one. The one injani yakhona a brown one, right? So mangifika ngiya-check ngiyabona, okay. Then mangicheck le brown. So ngesikhathi lesengiphaza internet. Mara ngiyayibona ukuthi there's something
Colors are
wrong.
not the same.
Hey, there's something wrong. Turn it off. Right. Masuka lapha fika ayithenge. Yena ayithenge ngathi mina ngiyayitrust ayithenge. And then mayithenga umjidi. Maqeda kuyithenga then siyavaya. Masifika endlini sihlala phansi. Internet iyabuya masecret. Mase ngiyayisesha la gaga. Ngiyabona ukuthi fuck. Ngiyabuye ngiyayicheck la ngithi
Dulo, bro.
Hayi le yabo chair ini libhaliwe ukuthi for this one is for women and manje even more ucheck even yabona la the soul yakhona la ngapha uyakhona ukubona ukuthi amajita ayikho this amajita ingaki then uyakhona ukubona ukuthi mawuthi ya-check even namalola yabo mfana laba kushayile la khona akusiyo le original asibangene kusasayibisela la idea because my issue ukuthi i-problem ukuthi angikhona ukuthi ungayigcoka into epo
Sure.
at least ngaba i-second hand seyizophela but it still is original
Sure.
but then if it's fake then
another
immediately
story.
mawuyifaka then you understand emqondweni wakho ukuthi fuck lento engiyiphethe la i-fake
Yeah.
then manje wenza ukuthi ungabi free because uyabona ukuthi abantu bangibhekile yazi ukuthi ayekho usatwana noma abantu bahleka wazi bahleka bayebothi i-fake
Yeah.
so to avoid that let's take it back then savaya sayimikisa vela mina this guy is funa i-original
But now, did they issue a receipt?
no
Upon
but then yazi you know
So now, how do you return something like that back?
the way sibhadala ngakhona ukuthi umsendela nge-Capitec, right? So i-Capitec umsendela nge-Capitec there's a proof ukuthi uyibhadalile, right? So mangifika lapho ufika nale and uyazi ukuthi izinto oyithengisayo zisimile. So into ngisho ukuthi direct ngithenge kuwe and ngifila ngathi ngishayisha because the way benza ngakhona into one I feel like ukuthi abantu mangayisho right now for abanye abantu abangayikini immediately uzothenga i-clothing e-fat or e-fake and or even i-statue esi-fake. There's one thing you will notice, I think I feel like it's common. These people, they will convince you instead of convincing yourself. Yeah, they was like, I know the original. My check it, I'm told. So immediately people feel like they identify convinced. That's why you have to know what that content wrong. Content off la. So my I'm just immediately magenza kanje ngabe notice that good. I'm just the way they are convincing account. That means content be wrong. And imagine ibone that.
You were selling it.
Yes, you are selling it. I must figure what I. No, I buy is cash. But I cash. Because one ukuthi uthena mangasho abengithethe uyakena ukuthi le yabocheri lithi njani because mangikhuluma nawe wena
You didn't mention that. Yeah, you didn't mention
that. So the problem is that. But then at the end of the day ukuthi la ideng kumele moyithenge. Mele khona understand as issue ukuthi maybe personally for me I would never buy a fake shoes.
Yeah.
But when it comes to clothing, definitely I will never buy a fake clothing, but I will buy a what?
No name brand. Sure.
No name brand. And I will, even when it comes to shoes, I can buy a no name shoes. Where you know with my people like you compare it to Ina, it's no name.
Yeah.
So it's like I know with my no name. You compare now.
Yeah, I see
It's
Nike.
no name, it's no nice. It's like
And the thing is, these days, now.
Those are your last words?
Yeah, these are my last words. The thing is,
yeah,
these days, brands kind of bite each other. So biting is normally like basically stealing your design.
Yeah. Still like an artist.
Yeah, young Todd.
Yeah.
And Mr. Price is good at that, though.
yeah,
Mr. Price.
definitely.
Right.
They-
Has been doing that.
On the dot, dog. Every time something new drops, the dunks, they will see a Mr. Price dunk version. Not my yini, dog. Mr. Price is there. Other brands
Remember, we
also
have
do
nothing
it.
against Mr.
No,
Price.
nothing against it, but I'm just saying they're good.
I shop from Mr.
Yeah,
Price.
and
dog.
they are counted Mr. Price.
Yeah,
Hey,
accounted
so
Mr.
there's
Price.
nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying they're good at that. And we were speaking on no-name brands.
Sure.
So in my closing words, I just wanted to say with it, as much as we fixate on the dopamine that we get from purchasing these counterfeit clothes, right, to fit in or to feel good about ourselves, I feel like what you were saying earlier about encourage ourselves to actually feel good in the no-name brands, in the Mr. Price clothes, in all of these things that do not have a label or a well-known brand on
It's
there.
just a matter of looking good.
Put an Dwana, you
just a
can
matter
literally
of
put an
looking
outfit
good.
together, dog, that does not have a label on it.
Yeah.
One. So for me, it's like learning to be comfortable in what you can afford. What you can afford, dog. Those are my last words, Dwana. Like learn to just be.
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
So what do we do? Like in my case, I was supporting a friend. I understand.
Sure.
And let's say like my friend doesn't have like access here,
Buy it straight out the shop.
Imported from Nike
Sure.
and whatsoever.
Yeah.
I understand. What do we do about that? Can I support a brand? I know who already is a counterfeit.
Yeah, that one is tricky, right? It also depends on where your not loyalty lies, but where your headspace is at. Because it's your friend, and then you told me to
Against you.
supporting your friend
Yeah.
and
I can
buying
stand for.
counterfeit. And as a friend, you obviously want to support your friend, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Support the friend. But now, it doesn't mean you have to wear them.
Sometimes you're gonna have to wear them.
You can take a snap. Look what influencers do. Now, influencer will endorse your shit, endorse the hell out of it, but you'll never see them rocking it literally out there. Once what?
Sure.
They'll take pictures, post it everywhere, dog. Mara, go to the club where they actually go to.
Yeah.
That person's
I think the answer,
high-end clothing.
The answer is this conversation that we are having right now.
Yeah, the answer to that.
Yeah. I think the answer is this conversation that we are having right now.
And I mean, for him, you can't knock his hustle, dog. He's trying to make a buck. Hey, you can't knock his hustle. So you can't blame him. As I said earlier on, we've been struggling, dog.
Yeah.
We've been struggling. So he's also just trying to get his money's worth.
Yeah.
And so on. But for you as the customer, you also have that choice to say, but as a friend and a customer, those are two different things. And so on. Me as a person that doesn't know your friend, I can easily say, I'm good. But for you might, you might be torn between the two because you're a friend and you don't want your friend to now think badly of you, like, we're not sure. I'll support.
The minute I bought those shoes, I told them,
And if it's a real one, he'll understand. Because that's another thing,
that's
which is
another
off
thing,
topic.
Yeah.
But we sometimes we expect our friends to support our shit.
Yeah.
But they don't have to.
They don't have to.
They don't have to.
We have to bring
man, I don't
society
believe
for
in
that.
Nah, they don't have to, bro.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
What? Explain.
What's supposed to always says is that, not always says, but once heard him say is, your friends and your family are not your fans.
Yeah,
Hey.
sure.
They are not your fans. So you can't hold them accountable, or you can't expect them to be your fans. They are not your fans.
Okay.
They are just your friends
Or family.
They are just your family.
Yeah.
And it ends there. You have to build your own fans.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah. But do you have any last words? Or
No,
the question was your last words?
Book male DJs. Book male DJs. That's a counterfeit. Yes, counterfeit. I have real hands. Guys.
Legit.
I have real
It's
hands that know how to
legit.
play. Book us, guys. Hey, book us.
But my last words, I don't have anything in mind, but I'm just gonna improvise. I'm gonna
As it comes.
I'm gonna operate from a God mode. Whatever words come to my
God
mind.
conscious.
Let it
Yeah,
flow.
yeah. So my last words would be, first from what I mentioned, encouragement. We as people we sort of isolate each other. You're wearing Nike, you're wearing Adidas, you're wearing Kappa, I'm wearing whatever I'm wearing, so I can't fit in with you guys because I'm wearing that,
Sure.
right? But we don't understand that we're coming from different backgrounds. We're coming from different financial backgrounds.
Sure.
We don't make the same money. And for me to be associated with you guys, it has to only be about value, but not what I can wear or cannot wear, right? So I think as people, that's what we need. We need to realize that our clothing doesn't matter. Well, it does matter in a way, because one of the 4 P's of marketing
Based on
is-
societal standards.
yeah, one of the 4 P's of marketing is 1 P stands for price, 1 P stands for people, 1 P stands for placement, and 1 P stands for what the fuck?
Yeah, it happens.
I got you.
Yeah.
It's, people, placement, price, and
Place?
whatever fuck it is. You guys will Google it. One of the 4 P's of marketing. You'll understand that one, or packaging. Packaging. Not only it applies to brands, but it also applies to
Everything else,
people.
yeah.
How you package
'Cause you're a
yourself
brand.
as a person.
Yeah, you're a brand.
Because low-key
You're
you're
a
a brand
brand,
as a person. And you should be aware and be careful of how you should brand yourself. Going for the counterfeit stuff, long run will fuck you up.
Yeah, diffs.
But you should be representable. That's what I'm trying to say. You should be presentable to people. You should be like the names don't matter, but you should wear in a way that
It's presentable.
that's gonna be presentable.
Yeah,
And
nah, I get you.
that's why I would
End your statement.
like to end it. You should be presentable.
Uncle.
As we always say,
Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and take care of your pockets. This is the Empty Street Podcast, and we signing out.
Whatever they said.
Yeah.
Away.
yeah.
Hey,
conversation,
away.
great conversation.
Good.
Great conversation.
That was dope.
Hey, it was a nice one.
Dope, right? Hey, never stop.
Yeah,